Other boy reaction. Hey guys, Other Boy Reactions here. Alright, so today we are getting into Shameless, Season 2, Episode 6, Can I Have a Mother? Last time, what happened? Carl, rented Frank's room to a hooker. Fiona attended a wedding, with Richard. Oh, and then when she came back, homeboy was there. Jimmy Steve, yes. So, I hope we get more into that, and, you know, he's back. So, they have a lot of unfinished business. And then, what happened with Frank? Oh, he was trying to get, Eddie's pension, and, Sheila said she's ready to get married again, so yeah, we'll see where that goes. Yeah, that's all I can remember right now, so I'll have to watch the recap. Let's get into it.
You're looking for the Sunshine Adult Daycare?
She doesn't even know who she is.
Honey, only time I want to go to church is when I feel like getting molested.
Oh my god.
What do you want, a tip?
I'm sorry, who are you?
I'm your grandmother, sweetheart. Good boy. Now, out of the way.
Was there money back there? Oh my god. Oh my god, they could have used that.
What's that?
What's it look like?
A finger.
The fuck? Oh my god.
You can touch it, but never put your finger on the trigger unless you're gonna shoot someone.
Oh my god.
Secrets?
We can't hold a wedding reception in
Oh my
bed.
god.
Parties are always in the living room.
No.
This would be unique. This is the start of my marriage.
Yeah.
It's important to me. You can do it, Mom. It's just gonna happen downstairs.
How have you been?
Brazil.
Once you get to work, so just tummy tuck.
Just a dick reduction, still too big.
Yeah, right.
I'm seeing someone.
So am I.
Imported or domestic?
Ugh.
Import. Hey, we could bring him. A double date. I'll show you mine if you show me yours. I've already told her all about you.
No, you haven't.
Jesus, they let you out?
His mother.
They let me out.
Surprised to see you, Peg. Thought you were doing 20 to life.
Tricked them into thinking I was dying, so they let me out early. Gin, neat.
She moved on.
Hope you see the irony in you giving relationship advice.
Make it right with Ian. You two are my rocks. I can't do it without you.
He doesn't have a car.
Christ, you're pathetic. Bedwetting excuse for his son.
Oh my god.
Not a chance.
It's for me. I need to see a doctor.
No.
Oh. Take the bus.
Yes!
Well, see if new girl's hot? Probably. It'll look like easy pickings for something on the side.
It's not gonna happen.
Like Craig Eyes know wasn't gonna happen.
God, they gotta wear those heels all night.
You wet the bed.
He actually is a bedwetter. Only when his mom's around. Oh, fuck. Just say you're sorry.
Nothing.
What? Say you're sorry. You're the one who wronged
the
him.
chin.
Oh my god. You're the older brother. So fucking immature.
Really? Still nothing? No!
You did such a wonderful job raising that boy.
No, she did
He's
not.
so clean and so...
No.
No, he's not clean. I mean,
Mr. Kevin, is everything all right? You sounded upset over the phone.
Mr. Kevin.
Ethel.
Oh
Constance.
fuck.
Abigail, Ruth, Sarah.
No. Get the fuck away from her.
Your sister wives have some news.
Our
No.
husband Clyde was murdered in the American prison.
Good.
Let's
Fuck.
get out of here before that nut job comes back.
Oh my
you're a
god.
very rude person.
That's
Oh.
a new low, even for you, Frankie.
I'd like you to leave.
I'd nail a hooker down on Whacker before I got.
Get out!
Save your breath. I'm leaving.
He's actually mine.
Frank,
What?
shut up. This doesn't interest me.
Oh. Oh my
You're
god.
So I chose to help his daughter.
Get
in
rid
the
of him.
States.
I'm marrying her.
Dad's very old-fashioned, okay? She was banging one of his top lieutenants, and he wanted her out of the country fast.
You married a drug lord's daughter to hang on to your ear?
Yeah, I wasn't so sure he was gonna stop at the ear. I missed you.
No. Stay away from him. Oh, God.
You're married.
Only legally.
Oh, sorry. Oh, great.
Yeah, what a coincidence. I just ran into a guy I went to high school with in the bathroom. Did we get drinks?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
You gotta be kidding me.
Cop sale, it's
Ooh.
$22.
He's gonna break up with her right there.
Bye. Look, I like you, but maybe we should have had some rules. One of my unspoken rules is you don't fuck somebody else when we're on a date. I guess I thought that was just assumed.
Hmm.
Any of them know you used to be a meth dealer? I don't want to
How
keep
old
you,
was he
doctor.
when he-
I know you've got a waiting room full of frozen faces. So the 200,000 that's no longer in the deposit box, that was mine, is now where?
Okay, don't threaten me. You're kidnapping his kids? Are you insane? That's federal. That's a federal...
Keep your damn voice down.
You think I'm joking? She sent me out for chloroform and duct tape. Seriously, Doc, I don't think you know who you're dealing with here.
The fuck? Is there a gun in there?
That's all I've got.
No.
I kept that and these fake passports in here in case you ever ratted me out for a reduced sentence. $50,000, take it.
50,000.
And if you think it's right, you can give me a cut, but only if you think it's right.
What's she gonna do with all that money
50
anyway?
grand, huh?
Not bad for a day's work.
Oh my god!
Murray, give me the rest of it.
Oh my god!
Stop your squealing, little baby. I barely broke the skin. Give me the rest
Oh
of
my
the money.
god!
No matter who the father was, except Frank.
Oh my god!
He hated
Shut up.
Frank. But it couldn't be Frank because there wasn't any penetration.
Oh my
Eddie
god!
didn't
Oh my
like
god!
being penetrated.
Is that bitch ever gonna shut up?
Fuck.
And Frank's mother. We're just so honored that you're here, even though you weren't even invited, and not really honored.
Because you're a loud, mean, vicious bitch.
Batty bitch! You know what? You've got a demon mind and a devil's womb and heart, and your
My
coochie
God.
smells of brimstone and sulfur. I will fuck you up.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
That's my baby.
So what, do you want it on weekends? You want to run away together, get it double wide?
No,
What do you want?
I want you to get an abortion.
Oh my god! Fuck you. Oh my god.
Thank you.
What?
For everything.
Welcome.
Don't! Not like that, don't! Frank. Oh my god.
Steve. Jimmy.
Right, supposedly you
Jimmy
know.
lives in Lake Forest with his doctor
Fuck.
father and drunk mother.
You didn't come to see me when I was in prison.
I was 11 when you went in. I hardly knew you.
$500. I've got some serious Grammy time to make up for around here.
He left the money to Karen. He changed the beneficiary.
No.
Wow.
I have literally
Months
taken
of
it up
work.
the ass, and you fucking waltz in here.
Frank,
What?
I think you should go.
Yes!
No.
Oh my god, finally.
Shields, I was just...
Oh my, they're running away together? my god, that's beautiful.
I'm gonna be here a while, so get used to it. I say jump, you say how high.
Eat me!
Oh, he's gonna kill her.
Eat me! I'm done taking your shit! You got it? I am a grown man! This is my family, not yours!
Good for you. It's great to get that stuff out. I am not the reason that your life is a piece of crap. You came out of me a loser.
No!
Now run to the store. I'll make a list, okay? Give me
You're
my purse.
awful. Oh my god.
Stuff, huh? My parents suck too.
What?
Go to bed.
Oh my god.
Find a dry spot.
That was a good one. For the first time, I felt bad for Frank. I knew there had to be a reason for why he is the way he is, and you know, we only got a glimpse of his mother once last season, and now we really saw how she is and why he is the way he is. No one comes out a loser, like she said. Like, she can't even take responsibility for being a shitty fucking parent. Yeah, at some point you have to take responsibility for your actions. You know, Frank does, but he spent years being her fucking son, and she was fucking awful. So that's gotta mess with you. You know, it's a miracle that the other brothers came out okay, and that they're doing, you know, relatively well. But him, you know, he was probably the sensitive one, and he could never please her. Nothing he did was ever good enough, probably. You know, monsters are made. They really are. She's just an awful parent, and I really needed that episode to see where Frank's coming from. He's still, you know, an asshole, but I'm glad I could have some empathy for him. You know, it's just, I felt bad for him. That's, she's awful. She's probably never shown him love or kindness. And look at how she treats her grandkids. That's always how it is. It's even people who are awful. Like, for some reason, like, their own kids, they treat like shit, but then their grandkids, you know, they give them everything that they didn't give their own kids, because they feel it's like it's a new opportunity to start over. And she doesn't want to admit that Frank is the way he is because of her, and she failed. She failed him. She's the loser. I love, you know, that very short scene at the end there with Fiona and Frank. And, well, first, I love that she was listening to all that. She got to hear just how awful her grandmother is. And that gave her a better understanding of why her father is the way he is. And then I loved when she sat down next to him and said, "It's tough, isn't it? Yeah, my parents are awful too," or whatever she said. Or losers too. She might have said something like that. But it was just... And he couldn't help but laugh. I couldn't help but laugh. That was the first genuine moment that those two characters have had in this show. And it was beautiful. I'm sure it won't last long, so should savor it. But looks like the grandmother's gonna be there for a while. I was afraid that he was gonna shoot the mother. Part of me, I didn't want him to, but I understood how he felt because she's just terrible. She's a terrible parent. She probably made his life a living hell when he was younger. Treated him like shit. That would drive anyone to drugs and alcohol. I mean, she makes him feel like shit, and so he goes and does things to ensure that he feels like shit, It was good. And then Ethel left to go off with Malik. I'm glad she went off with him and not with the sister wives. I wonder if we'll see her again later. Maybe we'll see her when she's older. I don't know. I'm glad that they went together and they have enough money to support themselves for a while at least, until they can get jobs somewhere, and I don't know, they'll be okay. Her story couldn't really go anywhere anyway, but she was interesting. It was nice to have a different perspective, and how sad that she was born into this life that she didn't have a choice, and that's all she's known is to serve men, and getting married at fucking 11 years old, and having a baby at 13, 14, fucking crazy, and thinking that that's normal, to sleep with 70-year-old 80-year-old man. I forgot to say in the last one, I'm glad that Malik got his dad to kill her husband. I mean, he deserved it. He's a fucking predator. Jimmy Steve, they brought him back, but he's in an even worse situation than he was before. He only came back because he was escaping yet another bad situation, that's worse than before. So I mean, he probably partly came back for her, but he really just came back because he was running away again. He's always going to be on the run. That's the kind of life he chooses to live. Talk about a loser. He was born into wealth, and he's done nothing with that. He was born with opportunity, and he just squandered it. He could have done so many things with his life, and he's chosen to live a life of crime. So he doesn't deserve Fiona. She deserves more than that. One day she'll realize it. She'll realize that she deserves better. She'll probably always feel something for him, but I'm glad she at least told him off this time. And it was over the phone, so we're gonna see him again, because when it's over the phone like that, it doesn't count. But I'm glad she knows finally. I'm glad Debbie told her, unintentionally. She thought she knew already. I was glad Adam left Fiona and was mad at her, because she's just stringing him along. He actually likes her, and I didn't know that he actually liked her that much. I should have known, because at the beginning of the season, he really wanted to get her back into running, and he was supporting her, so he did care about her, but she just saw him as a fling, and she was seeing other people, and she's been so lost since Steve left, and she needs to finish with Jimmy Steve before she can get with anyone, you know. Oh, Lip. I like Lip, but in this one I didn't like him because he was just so stubborn. He just could not say sorry to Ian. Did Ian even have any lines in this episode? Like, barely. Because he wasn't talking to Lip. That scene in the market where Lip was just expected Ian to say something to him and to forgive him. No, you need to say you're sorry first. You're the one who wronged him. Ian is the injured party, so he can't admit it. He's becoming exactly like Frank. And it's sad to watch. It really is. He's still hung up on Karen, and then he knew that he couldn't get Karen back, and so he just wanted to hurt her, and so he told her that he wanted her to get an abortion. I don't think he means that. I think he's just really angry, really hurt. But he deserved that slap that he got. It was a slap, right? Not a punch. He's just so lost. All of them are so lost. Sheila kicked out Frank. Finally. So does that mean that they're just over? Because I thought it would have been a bigger breakup. Maybe we'll see her again. Well, I mean, we'll probably still see her every now and then because Karen is kind of a main character of the show. I don't know, but I'm glad she finally heard what Frank is really like. He finally showed his true colors to her, that he's just there for the money and for the comfort. A roof over his head, someone to take care of him. And he's like, he acted all entitled towards Jody. Like, I've been working my ass off for months, like trying to get that money. Like he deserved it. Like, who the fuck do you think you are? It's like when you know someone's story and you know their background. Like, now that I know what his mother was like, who knows what his father was like, if he even knew his father. But now that I know that, like, it's gonna be harder to judge him. I mean, I still will, because he's a grown-ass man, but I understand a little bit more, and it's almost like it's hard to blame people when they were made that way. They were made that way by their parents. Just like Carl and Lip are have been made that way by their upbringing, by their loser parents. Fiona is doing her best, but Lip is turning out to be just like Frank. Carl is exactly like Frank already. He's just not old enough to do serious damage yet to himself or others. But, in a couple years... Oh my god, so sad. But it just goes to show that if you're not raised with love, this is what happens to you. That's how villains are made, when you're not given love and affection at an early age. It's just sad. And that's why it's always amazing to me when I meet people who have awful parents, awful families, but they manage to turn their lives around and turn out to be something great, and they do something, with their lives. Those stories are always fascinating to me, because it's like, do you know how strong you have to be to overcome all of that and to, almost defy your upbringing, defy your parents? You turn out well despite all of that. I think that's so beautiful. That's why I like characters like Fiona, because she's nowhere near perfect, but she is at least trying. Trying is what matters. Like, Frank has totally given up on himself. Lip is starting to give up on himself. Carl is done for. Debbie still has hope. Ian still has hope. It's just... It must be so hard to escape that. To escape the clutches of family and bad families. It's just amazing. But that's what this show is about. This show is about family, and you know, that word can mean so many different things to so many different people. Ethel, you know, Kevin considered Ethel part of his family, even though they weren't related, and he didn't raise her. He grew to love her, and he was really hurt that she was gone. Yeah, Fiona is not the kids' mother, but she takes care of them. She is their family. You know, all families look different, and yeah, treat each other well, okay, people? treat your friends well, treat your children well. Just love each other, because if you don't, this is what happens, and no good can come of it. But yeah, it's a really good episode. I enjoyed it. If you did too, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you'd like full reactions and early reactions, please check out my Patreon by going to the link down below. Alright guys, I will see you next time. Bye. I can't tell you more than